Hello there friends, Haze Plays here. Thank you once again for allowing me into your homes. This is episode 21 of our Divinity walkthrough gameplay Let's Play series. We finish exploring the southwestern part of the Dark Forest, mainly the mountain area of the Dark Forest. We get the Holy Grail as part of the animal quest. We kill the Stalker, we get the Silver Breastplate, and then we make our way into the Dwarven Halls. If you like the video, please like it. If you dislike it, Please consider subbing to this channel as well as the main channel, where I'm currently documenting a weight loss journey. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Oh, he's spooky.
Who disturbs me? Who dares come within my reach?
Calm yourself, tree. There's no... I only wish to take a branch from you.
You think if you remain silent I cannot harm you? You are very wrong.
No, don't pick anything up.
Don't call anybody.
I would not trust the snake hero. I would suggest you release the wolves. They despise Baratus. A talking cow? Can you all speak? The wolves were Baratus' first victims. They've been in their form longer than most of us. I fear the transformation is permanent. They've even lost their ability to speak. You said I should release the wolves when Baratus comes? Yes, they're the longest suffering, and their hate for Baratus is great. He's a powerful mage, and I fear you'll need all the help you can get to confront him. I'll see what I can do. Let me see, Impenzek or whatever, I don't know how to pronounce his name. That dude is supposed to tell me about the treasure maps, I think. I don't know if he sells me one. He might do. He should be over here in front of the Ducal Inn, because his cart got burned down. Oh, my cart, my beautiful cart. I have no idea. I'd like to see what you have to offer. I need a piece of wood. I have found this strange scroll with a mysterious drawing and runes written upon it that makes no sense at all. Have you ever seen its like? A map with strange scripting upon it, maybe? I'm not sure. As a matter of fact, I have such a scroll myself. Here, let us compare them. No, they're not identical, but maybe they come from the same source. They appear magical, though, which is why I've never thrown my scroll away. So, this is almost worthless to you? Yes, but not you ask. Maybe I could let it go for... Spit it out, man. How much do you want? 500 gold pieces. 200, not a penny more. Very well, 200 gold pieces, and that's only because I like you. Huh. You happen to sell runes, dude? Charms?
Aww.
Summon skeleton, big whoop. It's mostly for a novelty as to why you would use that skill. Like, I don't think the skeleton is very, very good. Okay, so I should have 3 pieces of the treasure map now. Here it is. Yeah, it's so much crap in my inventory, dude. The Path of Life. I don't need this anymore. Let me just throw this on the ground, dude. It's no longer necessary. I'll keep this. This needs to be taken to the alchemist. Like, I want to say the final treasure piece is in the Dwarven Halls, so we won't be completing that for a while now. So, solve the problems between elves and dwarves, kill Baratus, and find a cure for the animals. Find out who is guilty for destroying the elven burial grounds. We're working on it. Kill the Stalker, the alchemist in Dark Forest, so we're going to go complete that right now. Fight the mountain trolls. We're going to do that as well, so let's just stop reading about it and get to work, shall we? Yes, I think we shall. Yes, I think we should. Yeah, not too bad. Like I said, it just takes time. If you try to BS the ritual, she dies and you have to fight the demon, and I don't know if you get more or less experience for doing that. She was supposed to teach you summon demonic aid, but Lord knows if I see it anywhere. It's not shown in my skills here that I've learned it. I have 3 points in Banish. Maybe that's what she teaches me? But as you can see, there's not a point in it. I'm pretty sure that's what she's supposed to teach you. But whatever. That's lame. I feel like I was ripped off. Heaven knows why, but I do. She was supposed to give me a thing, and when I feel like someone ripped me off, it's not a good feeling. Warriors Guild? Is that where I want to go? Yeah, I guess. We'll start there. Yeah, I guess this is the best place I could possibly go to. This is where the Dwarven Halls are. And this is the Stalker, this is the Alchemist Hut, yeah? So, yeah, we're just gonna go here, turn this in, go further west, do the Stalker. We've already finished that part. Yeah, let's just get to it and stop talking about it. So, let's move.
Let's roll.
Yeah, there's not many more quests for us to be doing.
What the?
You somehow survived the purge. Good on you for doing that, sir. Good on you. Did I pass his house, or is this his house? You'll know it's his house if there's a sign in front of it. No, this is the guy that gave me the stalker quest, so his house is over here. Accidentally ran past it. Put my weapon away. Well, well, if it isn't my young apprentice. Have you managed to secure the herb I desire? I do hope the tree was not in one of its foul moods. Yes, I was able to get your precious herb. Oh, how marvelous. Well done. So come, let us advance your meager knowledge of alchemy, shall we? Hey, thanks. 3-point in alchemy, don't mind if I do. Shit is rather pricey, dude. Have anything to offer you in return, do I?
Get down, do you?
Sell that, sell this. Yeah, at this point I'm already not able to give him much. Control S. Go over here. We're just gonna combine these really quick. I didn't realize that I already had a... Well, that's okay. I can show you how alchemy works for once. We just need to find some red mushrooms. Ah, here we go. So now that we have alchemy 2, which I hope he actually gave me, by the way. I'm going to be really annoyed if he didn't. Current level 2, yeah. So you got to run over here. You click on, or you drag the small empty flask. There you go. So now I can make minor potions, which is fine. Like if you're a super heavy potion drinker, then this skill is way more valuable to you. Like on mage, I made a lot of potions just because having to wait for stores to restock was kind of a pain. And even then, minor potions quickly become obsolete. Needless to say, there was a whole lot of resto potion crafting. Needless to say, I did that. He did that. Did you attack him, dude? Okay, trolls are over, so we must be getting close to the stalker's lair. Well, not close, but you start to see these trolls, I think it's indicative of the stalker being there. And not really his caves in the back. And you were tricked. The old man is really the stalker, and you have to kill him. Either you kill him or he kills you. There's no getting around it. Yeah, I didn't come over here last time, did I? Kill the mage. Dude's crazy. He crazy now. Control S. What else? What else? I don't know if it's past here. It might be. Archmage. It annoys me whenever they do that, dude, because it stops me from attacking. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Huh. How'd you get up there, dude? Cave entrance. Is this the Stalker's cave? I don't remember. I guess we'll walk in there and see. Eggs, don't care. You need eggs to make traps. It's not a skill set I ever bothered to use. Apparently it, what was this again? Leave this place. Leave. Why should I leave? First, I want to know what's behind this door. You have been warned. Is this something else? Infernal Guardian. Am I allowed to click on this gold, or is it all fake? Ugh, why would they do that, dude? Like, literally, it's just piles of 1 gold. But my greed. I don't think this has to do with the Larian armor. It doesn't. I forgot what this was. Maybe it's dragon armor? I don't know. There's a tomb inside here, if I remember correctly, with mummies and junk. I don't remember exactly what they do, if they guard anything. Like I said, it's been a while since my last playthrough. Well, a decent while. Like, I started this relatively... Well, no, not really. There was a save file before this one that I started, but it never really finished.
Who disturbs my slumber?
Greyface.
Leave now.
Empty holy grail. Oh, right. You need this in order for you to get the holy water from the priest. Yeah, I did this last time where I was just exploring and ended up getting this chalice or the grail beforehand. Because you need the grail in order for the water to... for it to hold the water, and then you bring the water over to the cow lady. And then the boar, like, tells you, like, oh, I don't want to be turned back into a human anymore. I found a wife. I found my cow wife. Don't know where anything is, but I'm sure we'll somehow get through this. Just click away. Yeah, that shit must, like, stack if it's to the point where I'm getting hit a lot. Man, I sure wish I had AoE. Hold on, a-hole, hold on. See what I mean about that resto potion, like healing me back to full? It's pretty crazy, right? They heal you for so much. It must be percent based. Like, why else would it be such a high number? Ooh, Fireworm's Fire Opal Amulet of Monster Identification. Lame. Could have been so good. Come on, dude. Click on that potion. Like, where is it? Control S. But yeah, you need the Holy Grail in order for you to hold the water. So you can kind of do this beforehand. At least as, you know, I did that last time and it worked out. Makes sense for you to come get it first anyway. Like, it annoys me whenever you go one place and then they tell you to go back to a place you were just at. Like, I hate when that happens. God, I hate that shit. So, you know, I'd rather kind of break the sequence a little. I'd kind of... I don't know, that's not the right word, but I'd kind of like to have psychic powers. And, okay, so is there a way for me to get up here? Like, how did you a-holes get up here? Like, maybe you have to use, like, stealth strike or whatever it's called for you to be able to get up here. Kill the mage first so he doesn't cast Withering Curse on you or whatever it is. Yeah, all those dudes casting Withering Curse on me and it causing me to... I don't know. It should only make me weaker to magic, right? It shouldn't actually lower my offense and defense. It shouldn't. Anyway. So many lizards. He's a lizard wizard. Yeah, the game bugs out if they die when they're stunned. The game still thinks they're there.
Though they bang their fists against the post, they still insist they see the ghosts.
They're seeing things that are not there. They're just not. Well, whatever. If there's a way to get up here, I don't know what it is. Last time I tried to get up here, there was a bunch of trees and bushes in my way, so it really wasn't there. Okay, I need to actually take a restroom break, so give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, sorry. But when nature calls, you must answer. And where were we? Exploring the wilderness as usual. Yeah, if there is a way to get up there, I'm not sure what it is. Like, you can kind of get up here from the castle area, but it's like, you can't really. Come on, dude, let's go. These corridors are the worst, man. The game cannot handle tight corridors with this mouse cursor. Excuse me, I mean, we almost have another level after the lizard purge. Yeah, if there is a way to get up here, I don't know what it is. Let's see, purple potion. Okay, that does nothing. It's there, but it doesn't really do anything. It must heal HP or something. I don't know, we'll see. But there's only like 3 enemies over there. It might not even be worth my time doing that. It might not be.
You need the scroll of the imps,
Like, this dude knows where I am. But there's like no way for me to... Like, there must be a way to get over here. Like, why else is there shit up here that can, like, attack me and junk? I don't know, it's wonky. I don't know, man. Like, there are these dudes up here. Maybe they're just here to be annoying. Like, they exist only as, like, an obstacle, and you're not really supposed to come up here to kill them with their stupid homing attacks. Like, I don't see any other way to get up here. It's not really worth me going through all the hassle of figuring it out. Would I have liked to kill them? Sure, but don't know how I'm supposed to get up there. Probably like strike attack or something. I'd wager. But I'm not about to invest a point in an ability that I wouldn't otherwise use. I don't know, maybe someday. Maybe someday. Haha. Control S. What level are we? 37. Goodness, how time flies. Yeah, we don't have one for 36. Go home. Delete. Wins ton. 37. Very good. Still at 94% chance to hit. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Or it's like every 6 points give me 1 extra point of damage, it looks like. It's a 6-to-1 ratio. Still not very good. I mean, you'd have to, it's still like 2 levels worth of strength for you to get an increase in damage. Maybe it's like, I would assume that the scaling is better for warriors, but like I said, dude. Oh, okay. Cave entrance. But yeah, like, I don't know. I think this is the Stalker's lair, yeah?
Fool, you fell for it.
I don't know, it's nighttime. I don't think it makes a difference, though. But basically, the old man that wanted you to kill the Stalker was lying to you. He lied. And he was the Stalker the whole time. Yeah, there's a lot of these clowns. Well, this is all we can do. We don't have AoE on this class. Outside of spamming Splintering Arrow, and even then, I don't know, man. Splintering Arrow is not that good for AoE. I guess you could still be a warrior and just pick up points in Assassin's Kiss. and get better scaling for your strength, but like having 19% chance of being hit at all times is like way more valuable to me than like extra damage from strength. I don't know, it just feels like if you're gonna go for a melee build, then like survivors just their dodge chance is insane. 81% dodge, it's like nuts. At max, obviously at max defense you have 81% dodge. Hold on, fellas, calm down now. Like, you can still use whatever weapon you want. I don't know, it feels like daggers are kind of busted because 1 out of 2 attacks does double damage. This particular build, I have a bunch of additional elemental procs on it, so if all the numbers roll right, I deal a lot of damage. It's pretty nuts. Okay, what was in here? I remember there being... You truly are a fool. Behold the glory of the stalker. There's like something in one of these chests that I can reroll.
Uh-oh.
Do you still think to get your trophy now, intruder?
So you were the stalker. Why'd you not kill me when you met me in the forest?
I'm bound to this cave by a curse that the elves placed on me. However, I discovered that by casting a slight modification of the Necroshift spell, I could walk freely through the woods in the form of Quentus Noramon. In this form, I could lure careless travelers to my cave and dine on their flesh.
A devious plan, demon, but for one fatal error, you've lured me to your cave. Now you shall die. Anyway, I remember there being something. Let's see here. Put 3 stacks of curse on him. He's not dodging now, that's for sure. Now, he drops... There's like a chest over here in the corner. It's kind of hard to see, but I remember looting something in there that was like good last time. Yeah, let's control S and see what's in here. It has a trap on it, but like... Silver breastplate. This breastplate was finely crafted in its current condition. It is merely an ornamental plate, but with the correct enchantment, it could become something really special. I think we need that for the Larian armor, so we had to come here anyway. What does it have on it, though? Is it at this point that I should be re-rolling it to be something really good? With the right enchantment. What about this? Strange enchantment, huh? So, like, what if... I thought the silver plate turns into Larian armor, truth be told. Truth be told. No, okay, that doesn't do anything. Because it says this gem has an enchantment on it. This says that it's whatever, blah, 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 blah. So let me control L. If we choose to use the Larian armor, like I said, I got this dwarven one that's really good. 3 charm, 2 constitution, it has Trader's Tongue on it, whatever. Now's the time. Now's the fucking time if you're gonna reload it. I'm not gonna use it. Like, at this point, like, the dwarven armor's better, and I don't want to waste y'all's time, or my time anymore, re-rolling it over and over. But you could, like, if you wanted to make sure that your Larian armor was good, you could go ahead and do that. But, like I said, the dwarven one I picked up was already pretty sweet. And it happened in a way shorter amount of time, too. Like, I've tailor-made this thing to be really good. Mostly has nothing but resistances in it, I think. 2 large fire, poison, 1 spirit one. Like, at this point, I'm 100% resistant to lightning, 69% resistant to spirit, 72 to poison, 81 to fire. Like, I'm pretty good. Like, if I wanted to stop buying charms and putting them in my gear, I could at this point. I'm not going to, though. I'm going to be super powerful. But you play the game how you want, dudes. This is just how I choose to do it. It's more fun for me to be super powerful. Like, this game, it's not like... You could kind of use, like, for example, DOS 2, Divinity Original Sin 2. You could use that game's mechanics to, like, out-strategize the enemy. Not always, and not late game. Like, you can't really use the hit-and-run strategy late game. At least I wouldn't. I'd recommend against it, because you just take so much damage by that point late game in DOS 2. But prior to that, you can use different quote-unquote strategies, like running away and committing an assassination and then running away, killing enemies one by one. Like, but this game, because it's real-time combat, like, the only challenge they could possibly throw at me is if things one-shot me, like one of my viewers said. Like, on max difficulty, things will just one-shot you with abilities, and it's like, okay. At that point, the only recourse I have is to have a crap ton of HP so I don't get one-shot, right? Like, there's no strategy involved. The strategy is don't die by being, like, super-duper tanky. Ooh, there's sure a lot of you here. If only I had AoE on this version of the class. It's fine. They can't hit me, practically. 1 in 5 attacks will hit me. Which means, usually, on average, 4 out of 5 attacks will miss. Because, like I said, Survivor is kind of nuts when it comes to, dodge chance. Yeah, 19% chance of being hit by a normal level 37 monster, so... by the end of the game, the only things that you fight that are higher level than you are the actual bosses that you're supposed to fight and kill. Everything else that you're fighting will be lower level than you, so they have even reduced chance to hit you, I'm sure. Or, I would guess. Even if they don't have a reduced chance to hit you if you're higher level than them, it's still, 81% dodge chance is kind of nuts. Like, I'm at the hard caps for that, I'm pretty sure. What was I doing? Healing myself, yes. Yes. Control S. But yeah, I won't sit there and re-roll the silver breastplate over and over. But you could, and I would definitely recommend it because, I'm not about to judge you for power gaming, dude. That's why it's fun. Like, if all parts of the game are broken, then everybody can have fun with it. And to sit there and try and whine and shame people for using overpowered strats or overpowered builds, that's like what I could never... That's like why I could never play like any of the Souls games, because the amount of shit people would give me for playing a mage or using dex weapons or whatever I choose to do. Everybody always has something to say, and it's like, oh, it sounds exhausting. I'd rather just play them on my own time to not have to deal with clowns constantly whining about you playing their game wrong. It's kind of like that in DOS 2 as well. Like if you use Chameleon Cloak, oh, you're a scrub, and it's like, it just makes combat go faster, dude. Like, you could spend a lot of turns running away from the enemy, waiting for your cooldowns to come back, but that shit's boring, dude. Everybody has their own unique way of playing games, and for me in DOS 2, that's Lone Wolf. Like, again, Lone Wolf isn't overpowered compared. It just... The way you consider your character's scaling in Divinity Original Sin 2 is like, it's a perfect graph going like this, right? If you're someone who's not using Lone Wolf. If you're using Lone Wolf, you go up like this, and then you plateau for the rest of the game. Like, there are hard caps to points that you can put into your skills when you're playing a Lone Wolf character. Very well, adventurer, you've arrived. I do not see any signs of a recent massacre. Where are the trolls? Where's the camp? Okay, he doesn't have anything. It seems as if our ploy worked well. We were sent to take care of you. The witch gave us a detailed description of you and promised to reward us greatly for your death. How can you really be sure that I'm the one you seek? Iona told us to look for a swaggering freebooter with a terrible taste in clothing. That's you, or I'm a halfling. Terrible taste in clothes? Me? And this from you, who dresses like a colorblind orc? Your humor will not save you. Attack him. He must not be allowed to leave this place alive. Such a pity that I must waste my famed fighting skills on the likes of you. Yeah, so they tried to get you. See, what's cool about DOS 2 is like almost any build works. I mean, not really poison. Earth damage, yeah, but like if you wanted to, like in this game, how poison is like super overpowered, it's not really overpowered in DOS 2 at all. Magic is... Well, I don't really agree with the sentiment, but a lot of people who play a lot of DOS 2 say that, like, if you want to play a mage, you need to have a brain, because there are so many things in the game that resist your spells, and if you choose to focus in only, like, one area of magic, which is not recommended, by the way, you should always at least focus in 2, maybe even 3. But if you only focus in one area of magic and you come across something that's completely immune to your damage, you're kind of SOL. And then you have to kind of... Usually it's going to be an undead enemy. Like, there are burning undead enemies that you fight that are completely immune to poison and fire damage. So at that point you have to heal them, because undead enemies in that game, healing them damages them. Which is cool. I like that little interaction that the game has. Although it doesn't quite work the way it should, because... If you're undead and you walk in poison and like you're decaying is the status effect that causes you to take damage from healing instead of healing. So if you're decaying and you walk in poison, it hurts you instead. It deals physical damage to you. But only for your character. If you were to like decay an undead person and then try to use poison on them, I think it doesn't work right for some reason. At least I don't remember it working that way. Because I've always thought about like doing a DOS 2 build where we mostly deal damage by decay damage by healing them and stuff, but like it would definitely run into issues. Like I was trying to come up with like a pure, not really a pure cleric build, but you'd have to be undead so that you could use curse. You'd have to use stuff like decaying touch, or you'd have to curse water so that whenever they stand in it, they're considered decaying. Like it would require a lot of setup, and that included me like using poison to kind of damage undead enemies as long as they were decaying. But then you also get enemies that are immune to decay and all that jazz, so probably wouldn't be super feasible. But it always seemed like it was a cool little idea. We'll see. Eventually we'll do the OS 2 playthrough, and the OS 1, and Beyond Divinity, and Divinity 2. We'll get there. Lots of little things that we could be doing, but like the new WoW expansion is also launching, so I'm probably going to be playing that a lot. We're going to probably try a couple of 1 to 80 characters. That's kind of my modus operandi in that game, is to level characters. I don't know, there's this podcast by other WoW creators called The Podyssey. It's basically run by one of the guild masters of the top US guild in World of Warcraft. His name is like Max something or other. Well, people just call him Max. I don't know if that's his actual name. Him, a dude who's really good at M+, Mythic Plus, which is like dungeons that scale with your character's power. Not really scale with your character's power. It's an infinite dungeon scaling system where the main goal is to try and reach the highest scale possible until your character just simply cannot complete the dungeon. Hopefully I explained that well, but basically it's like an infinite difficulty scaling for people who want to challenge themselves in five-player content like dungeons. So it's those two. His name is what was his name? Trying to think here. It's not Growl. He's like a friend of Growl's. They're all kind of friends with each other. Dorky, I think his name was. It's him, Max, and the other guy is Dratnos, who was kind of like he's like a top 50 US guild kind of guy, and they get together once a week and talk about WoW, World of Warcraft related things. And they were bitching about delves and how they hope that Blizzard doesn't make delves, which is like the single player content that they're adding to the game, because WoW has single player content now. At least it's going to be a main feature of the new expansion, which I enjoy because I'm a lone wolf, figuratively speaking. But like, you know, like they're like Dratnos tried to appeal as like, you know, a fence sitter, as someone who tried to appeal to the lowest common denominator, or probably highest common denominator. There are more people like me that play the game than compared to them. Point being, they were like, one of them just like could not understand, like, oh, why do people like leveling so much? And it's not the leveling that people like, it's the power progression that leveling provides you. It's a different kind of power progression. And it's hard to explain that to somebody who enjoys a different kind of power progression. For someone like Max, it's being number one. It's being the first person to complete content the fastest. And the gear only matters to him in such a way that it affects how fast he can beat the current content and win like world first. A lot of the time, him and a lot of the other top guilds from Europe and stuff, they race each other to see who can beat the current raid fastest. So that's what's driving them, is their need to compete with other guilds. And that's its own kind of progression. Other people like raiding because they like progressing on bosses. Like whatever you enjoy the game for, right? I can at least meet you halfway. Like, it may not be something I enjoy, but I can see why you would enjoy racing to world first against other really good players, because you're a competitive person. You'd have to be a competitive person to find joy in that, to find purpose in that. And so leveling is its own progression system. You start at level 1, and you go all the way to max level. You're watching your character start off only using one spell and getting more powerful. You go to a bunch of different lands, different quest zones, wherever. It's its own thing. Empty chest, huh? Lame. But it's its own thing. It's its own progression system. And so, you know, that's why people like it. It's not that they like quests. Quests in World of Warcraft suck ass. There are 4 categories of quests in World of Warcraft. There's kill quests, there's collect quests, there's kill and collect quests, and there's vehicle combat quests. Like, that's it. Those are the main 4 quest types in World of Warcraft. And all of them are boring. So it's not about going to collect a bunch of bear asses. It's not about going to collect a bunch of yellow flowers. It's about going from level 1 to level 80 and enjoying that experience. But it's hard to explain that to these dudes because, like, they're in their own bubble. And it's like you can't get someone to understand why you like something. Either they understand that you like it and they don't, or they don't. Okay, well, that was a long tirade. It's like, I wish they'd... I mean, I'm a nobody, right? Like, at this point in time, I am not a main figure in the WoW community. I tried to be, but, like, nobody cares about my content. Like, my content is leveling. So only people who like to level and level fast would get why you like leveling. But at the very least, I can get why you like raiding. Like, yeah, one of the things was like Max was like, they don't even normal raid? Like, what's wrong with them? And it's like, some people just don't like being with people. Like, I'm a very like introverted, like small group of people kind of person. Like, you know, I don't have the mental capacity to deal with like 20 people at once. I can barely do that with like 5 people I like. Now imagine putting me together with a bunch of people who I don't like. Like, I don't think I'm a hard person to get along with. It's quite the opposite. Like, I might not get along with you because I don't like you. You might not like me, obviously. But for me, it's like, there's a very certain kind of person that I like being around, and it's pretty rare for me to find that kind of person. Like, I'm weird, and I like hanging out with other weird people, and it's not just that I'm weird. I'm a certain kind of weird. Like, my humor is weird. The things that I say and do are weird. And either you can get down with that or you can't. And if you can't, then obviously I have no interest in being your friend. In the name of King Dunatrim, I welcome you to the Dwarven Halls, human. I thank you. You should go and see the king immediately. I'm sure he wishes to speak with you. He resides in the northernmost part of the Dwarven Halls. Uh-huh. I'll go ahead and do that, sir.